The Osaka Cup media team have decided to interview some of the participants in the next race, and I was lucky enough to bump into Paul Schultz who's been down at Geelong at the volleyball championships, promoting Musto and Bolle as he does. So, Paul, welcome.
Thank you. Nice to be back here, and thanks for telling on the weather. It's just awesome.
Oh yeah, the weather this week has been abysmal.
Yeah.
Firstly, I'd just like to mention that Musto and Bolle have been sponsors of the Melbourne Osaka Cup for many, many years, dating back, I think, to the early days when they were sponsors of the boat that Simon Kellett and Brendan Hunt sailed in the race. So, Paul, welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, it's good to be here. And a nice bit of history there too, with the guys who were sponsored by Bolle back in the day, and Musto, of course, as well. So yeah, it's a nice little surprise to hear that. So it's yeah, we're lovely to be involved again with the event, and looking forward to actually sailing again. So it's good to be here.
So what brought you up to Sandringham this weekend on this beautiful, during this beautiful week of Melbourne weather?
Well, we need a boat to sail to Osaka, I guess, and one of the things we've been looking at up here is a nice, lovely little boat which you intimately know, the secretary. So yeah, we'll be sailing her to Osaka, and our visit here this weekend, along with Dave, is to come and sort of get on board and see what the boat's like, and check out some sails, and get ready to get her prepared for Osaka. So it's going to be good fun.
It sounds very exciting. It's a very bittersweet moment for me to know that the secretary is moving on, but she's going to a good home. And Dave has flown over from Western Australia for this weekend as well. Welcome, Dave.
Oh, thanks, Robin. Yeah, nice to be here. A bit of a funny story how we managed to come to this point. I guess following our campaign in 2018 on the Edge, where Paul and I sailed the smallest boat ever to have done the race up to Osaka. A couple of years later, Paul said to me, "Do I have another Osaka in me?" And I said, I put some conditions on it. I said, "Well, I'll probably have another Osaka on me, but there's conditions." And the first one is, you know, we want something with crew protection. And the second point is it must be bigger than 40 foot. And the third one is I'll buy the beer. Last time Paul sort of underestimated what was required in that department. So yeah, so here we are looking closely at the secretary and getting pretty excited about a big, comfortable boat to do that journey again.
And comfortable she is. So Dave, I know that Paul's with Bolle and Musto. What's your day job?
Well, I guess I don't venture far from the ocean. So my day job currently is working as a port operations superintendent with Woodside, basically running the pilot group up there. I've been a senior check pilot for a number of years, and now I'm probably more in the management role and managing the port through the cyclones. I still get out and pilot sometimes, so lots of ladders and small boat work, which is great fun. But yeah, taking a bit more of a serious role in that space.
What are you trying to achieve this time that you weren't able to achieve last time?
Yeah, great question. And I'll take that one on notice. Yeah, probably haven't defined that, really. The adventure was great, the space and the time out was great, sailing's a great love, sharing it with somebody who's a close friend is a great experience. Testing yourself, you know, and we did plenty of that last time. I don't know, just it's an attractive race. I get it. It's grabbed us. So, you know, that's why we're here, I suppose.
It's been a while between the last race, of course, and you do think, you know, you've got to do the things in life. You know, life is short. It is short, and you kind of got to grab these opportunities if they're there. We enjoyed it a lot last time. It was immense. The build-up was fantastic. The race was just awesome, and the finish. I remember sailing in Osaka Bay, and you know, the smallest boat. We were there 6 weeks on the water, and it was a long time. And you know, 2 days before, we were sort of we were kind of ready to get off. You know, we've been on the boat a long time now, and I remember distinctly sailing down the bay, going, "I don't want to get off now. I want to go back out there." It's just really weird, but. You kind of get there and you get welcomed by these amazing people. You build so many friendships with the competitors and the people who organise the race. So yeah, you just kind of got to do it again. You know, we're not getting any younger, and yeah, we've got the perfect boat to do it in this year, and yeah, just got to keep doing those things when you can.
I know that you two know each other extremely well. You've been sailing many years together. What surprised you about each other during that last race?
Well, I think To be honest, I think we were well prepared in that regard, thanks to the organising authority and the great advice we had from the various medicos and psychs and things. We followed the advice. We sat down and we spoke to each other, and we did lots of sailing beforehand and worked out what our strengths and weaknesses were and accepted each other for it. And I think going into this one, that makes that so much easier, because we sort of know who's who. We haven't been idle. We've sailed the Edge to Exmouth twice, and various other races since the last one. So there's plenty of time in the water. But I don't know, Paul. What do you think?
I think we're very lucky in that way that Dave's a brilliant organiser. I mean, he's a professional seaman as part of his role in his work, and that for me that's brilliant, because I learned so much off him in preparation and redundancies in boat and just processes, which is great for my learning, and that's so nice to learn from. And again, like our racing, when we sail together, we don't get angry at each other. We have our moments, but we don't sort of I don't know. It just works. I don't know. It's a weird thing. I don't know how to explain it really, but it just it might be different this time, but but it's good. I don't know. It works really well.
Well, it's really, this time is about getting to know the secretary before you go. That's about the only thing left on your bucket list to tick off. Are you planning to leave the boat here for the preparation time?
Yeah, definitely. I think sort of talked about possibly bringing it to Sydney, but at the end of the day, the boat, people know the boat here, so people who work on the boat are based here. For us, it's not too critical to get down here. I'm an hour away, Dave's 3 hours away. I guess we've had the time together on boat, so that's good. But it's really just now getting some sea time on her to sort of get to know her and what she does, and how we need to sort of sail her. And I guess putting the processes in place before the race, we've had the luxury of I guess doing the race now, so we kind of know what to expect and sort of have a lot of processes ready to go. So now we just need time on the boat, which we'll get over the next 12 months, and do as much as we can.
The challenge we have, the biggest challenge, notwithstanding the weather and the seamanship challenge and all the things that go wrong, because lots goes wrong, but it's to get ourselves up to speed on that boat. It's bigger, it's heavier, we're 7 years older. There's some advantages in this boat.
7 years wider too.
There you go. So, powered primaries and things like that, which will help a lot, with some of the heavier work. But, you still got to learn a boat. And I feel now that we both know the Edge so well, we do it in our sleep. It's easier to control as one person. Big jibes on this boat will be a handful. Jibes with big poles will be a handful with two of us. So, yeah, look, there's lots to learn still, and that's what makes life interesting, eh?
You'll love it. She'll be very good to you. So I wish you both all the best for your preparation and for the race.
Thanks Robin. Yeah, nice to speak to you.